meditation journey. In the hustle of everyday life, we often forget the power of stillness. Yet it is within this stillness that we can find clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to ourselves. As the world around us continues to spin, it is in the quiet moments that we rediscover the essence of who we are. The journey to inner stillness is not about escaping reality, but about grounding ourselves in the present. It is a return to the center, to the core of our being where true peace resides. As Eckhart Tolle wisely said, stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found. This stillness is not passive. It is vibrant and alive, full of potential and insight. As you begin this journey, reflect on the wisdom of Rumi. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. It is through silence that we gain access to the deeper layers of our consciousness, where the answers to our most profound questions lie waiting. In this space, free from the distractions of the outside world, we are able to reconnect with our innermost truths. Life often pulls us in many directions, and it can be easy to feel lost in the noise. We seek peace outside of ourselves, in accomplishments, relationships, or material possessions, but true peace can only be found within. It is in moments of deep reflection that we understand the wisdom of Lao Tzu. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. This journey is about finding your way back to that center. As you settle into this space of reflection, consider the power of being present. Presence is the key to unlocking inner stillness, and it is available to you at every moment. Jon Kabat-Zinn once said, "Wherever you go, there you are." No matter what is happening around you, no matter the circumstances of your life, you always have the ability to return to yourself, to the present moment, and to the stillness within. In this moment, there is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to fix. You are not here to achieve anything or to force any particular outcome. Instead, you are simply allowing yourself to be, to rest in the presence of your own being. It is a space of non-judgment, where you can release the expectations and pressures that often weigh you down. Thich Nhat Hanh, a master of mindfulness, reminds us, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." Just as the sky is vast enough to contain both storms and sunshine, you too are vast enough to hold both joy and pain, stillness and movement. In this expansive space of awareness, you are able to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. They are just passing clouds, and you are the sky. As you embrace this awareness, you may notice that the mind has a tendency to wander. This is natural. The mind is a restless entity, always seeking something to focus on, to grasp. But here, in this space of stillness, there is no need to engage with every thought. Instead, you can allow them to come and go, like waves gently lapping at the shore. Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes." By turning your attention inward, you are embarking on a journey of awakening. This awakening is not sudden or dramatic. It is a gentle unfolding, a gradual return to your natural state of peace and clarity. In this space, you are able to witness your thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. In the silence, you may begin to notice a deeper awareness arising. This awareness is always present, even when it is obscured by the busyness of life. It is the quiet voice within that knows what is true, that recognizes what is real beyond the illusions of the world. This awareness is the essence of who you are, the unchanging presence that has been with you all along. As you continue on this journey, remember the words of Rainer Maria Rilke. Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. In this space of stillness, there is no need to rush toward answers. The answers will come in their own time, as you allow yourself to sit with the questions, to hold space for the unknown. It is in this uncertainty that true growth occurs. In moments of stillness, we often discover the parts of ourselves that we have neglected or forgotten. The stillness provides a space for healing, for acknowledging the pain that we may have pushed aside in the busyness of life. As the poet Mary Oliver wrote, "Someone I loved once gave me a box full of darkness. It took me years to understand that this too was a gift." The challenges and hardships we face are not separate from the journey. They are an integral part of it. They shape us, teach us, and ultimately lead us to deeper understanding. This is the gift of stillness. It allows us to see clearly, to recognize the truth that has always been present, but perhaps hidden beneath layers of distraction and doubt. As you sit with this awareness, allow yourself to rest in the understanding that you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need to rush, no need to strive for something outside of yourself. Everything you need is already within you. In the words of Ram Dass, we're all just walking each other home. This journey of stillness is not a solitary one. Even in moments of silence, we are connected to something greater than ourselves. Whether you call it the universe, spirit, or simply life itself, there's a sense of interconnectedness that pervades everything. You are never truly alone on this journey into deeper awareness. As you continue this journey, you may notice that with each moment of stillness, a deeper sense of awareness begins to arise. This awareness is not something external. It comes from within, a recognition of the stillness that has always been there, beneath the surface of your everyday life. As you sit with this awareness, you may find that you are more attuned to your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, and the subtle sensations of your body. In this place of quiet, you can reflect on the words of the mystic Rumi. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. This isn't just about external sound, but about listening to the whispers of your soul. Often life's noise drowns out these subtle messages, but in this stillness, you begin to hear them clearly. It's here that you realize the importance of letting go. So much of our suffering comes from holding on to expectations, to outcomes, to the need for control. But there's a profound freedom in release. As the Buddhist teacher Jack Kornfield said, to let go does not mean to get rid of. To let go means to let be. When we let be with compassion, things come and go on their own. In this state of allowing, you create space for transformation. You're no longer fighting against the currents of life, but flowing with them, trusting that everything unfolds as it should. In this stillness, there is no need to force anything. There is no agenda, no goal, just the simplicity of being. As you settle into this deeper awareness, remember the words of the poet David Whyte. Sometimes everything has to be inscribed across the heavens so you can find the one line already written inside you. The wisdom you seek, the peace you long for, is already within you. It's not something you need to achieve or chase after. It's something you simply need to recognize. In this space, notice how the mind begins to quiet down. It's as though the incessant chatter that usually fills your thoughts starts to soften, creating room for clarity. There's no need to suppress or control your thoughts. They are part of you. But now you observe them with a sense of distance. You understand that your thoughts are not who you are. They are just passing waves on the surface of your consciousness. You are the sky. Everything else, it's just the weather, said Pema Chodron. This profound truth reminds us that no matter what storms may come, the essence of who you are remains untouched, vast, and serene. The emotions, the fears, the anxieties, they are temporary. They will pass, just like clouds in the sky. But the awareness behind them, the deep stillness you are connected to, is permanent and ever-present. As you reflect on this, you may begin to sense a deepening of your inner calm. The peace that you have touched within is not something that comes and goes. It is always there, even in the midst of chaos. It is simply a matter of where you place your attention. When you focus on the noise and the distractions, it can seem like peace is far away. But when you turn inward, you realize that peace has always been within you, waiting to be noticed. In the words of Lao Tzu, by letting go, it all gets done. The world is won by those who let it go. But when you try and try, the world is beyond winning. This wisdom speaks to the importance of surrender. Not the kind of surrender that implies defeat, but a surrender to the flow of life, to the understanding that some things are beyond your control. In this surrender, there is power. As you continue to sit in this awareness, you may notice that your sense of self expands. You are no longer confined to the small identity of your thoughts or the labels the world places on you. You are something much greater, much more expansive. There is a connection here to all things, to the people around you, to the earth beneath you, and to the vastness of the universe. Remember the words of the mystic Teilhard de Chardin. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This journey of meditation is a return to that truth. It is a reminder that at your core, you are not the circumstances of your life, nor are you the fleeting thoughts and emotions that pass through your mind. You are something far greater, something eternal and unchanging. As you reflect on this, allow yourself to rest in the simplicity of this truth. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to change. You are enough, just as you are. The journey to stillness is not about becoming something different. It is about remembering who you truly are beneath all the layers of noise and distraction. In this space, allow yourself to be fully present. There is a deep wisdom in presence, a knowing that goes beyond words or thoughts. It is a direct experience of life as it is, without the need for interpretation or judgment. As Eckhart Tolle said, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. This moment, right now, is all that truly exists. Everything else is a creation of the mind. In this stillness, you are free. Free from the past, free from the future, free from the need to control or manipulate life. You are free to simply be, to rest in the awareness of your own presence. This is the gift of meditation, the ability to return again and again to the truth of who you are. Awakening to wholeness and completion. As you continue this journey of stillness, you may notice that a profound sense of wholeness begins to arise within you. This wholeness is not something that you have to seek or earn. It is already present. It has been with you all along, even when you felt fragmented or disconnected. In this stillness, you begin to realize that you are already complete. There is nothing missing, nothing that needs to be added. The poet Rumi once said, "You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life?" This is a reminder that you are far more powerful and capable than you may realize. The limitations that you place on yourself are just illusions. They are not the truth of who you are. In this moment, as you rest in stillness, you have the opportunity to let go of those illusions and embrace the fullness of your being. In the space of deep meditation, you may also begin to feel a sense of connection. Connection to yourself, to the world around you, and to something greater. This connection is a reminder that you are not separate. You are part of a vast and interconnected web of life. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, we are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness. In stillness, the boundaries between you and the world begin to dissolve, and you can feel the oneness of all things. This sense of oneness is not something that can be explained fully in words. It is something that must be experienced. It is the realization that the same energy that flows through you flows through everything in existence. There is no division, no separation. As you sit with this awareness, you may feel a deep sense of peace and belonging. As the mystic Ramana Maharshi reminds us, your own self-realization is the greatest service you can render the world. This journey of inner stillness is not just for you. It ripples out into the world around you. When you connect with your true self, with the stillness and peace within, you naturally bring that energy into your interactions with others. You become a source of light, a beacon of calm in a chaotic world. In this space of stillness, you also have the opportunity to reflect on the nature of love. Love is not something that is separate from stillness. It is, in fact, the essence of it. In the words of Lao Tzu, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. This love, however, begins within. As you connect with the stillness inside you, you may begin to feel a deep love for yourself, an unconditional love that does not depend on anything external. This self-love is not selfish. It is the foundation for all other love. When you love and accept yourself fully, you are able to love and accept others without judgment or expectation. In this stillness, you come to realize that love is not something you need to seek. It is something you already are. As the spiritual teacher Ram Dass said, "I would like my life to be a statement of love and compassion, and where it isn't, that's where my work lies." As this meditation draws to a close, take a moment to reflect on the journey you have taken. From the initial steps of finding stillness, through deepening your awareness, to awakening to your wholeness and connection with all things, this journey has been one of profound transformation. You have touched the deepest part of yourself, the part that is always at peace, always whole, and always connected. In the final moments of this meditation, remember that the stillness you have found here is not something that you leave behind. It is something you carry with you into your everyday life. The peace and clarity you have touched are always available to you, no matter where you are or what you are doing. It is simply a matter of remembering to return to that stillness, to reconnect with the truth of who you are. As you leave this space of meditation, carry with you the words of the Buddha: peace comes from within, do not seek it without. This inner peace, this stillness, is your greatest gift to yourself and to the world. It is from this place of stillness that you can move through life with grace, with compassion, and with a deep sense of purpose. In closing, remember that this journey is ongoing. Each moment is an opportunity to return to stillness, to reconnect with the peace within. As you move forward, trust in yourself, trust in the process, and know that you are always supported. In the words of Pema Chodron, you are the sky. Everything else, it's just the weather. No matter what storms may come, you can always return to the vast and unchanging sky of your own being. Thank you for taking this journey, for committing to your own growth, and for being willing to sit with the stillness. As you go about your day, may you carry this peace with you and may it ripple out into the world, touching everyone you encounter.